Hey everybody, it's Scott with another tool thought. I know it's been a while since I posted, but things have been a little crazy at work, and this is just a little side deal I do to talk about tools and to be involved in the tool community. It's not a main source of income, so posting every day or every other day or every 3 days is just not my top priority. So what I've got today is a multimeter. I was reached out to by this company. Their name is Kaiweets or Kaiweets, and they have a presence on Amazon where they have lots of test equipment, from amp meters to multimeters to just non-contact, chicken sticks, things like that. This is their KM601 smart multimeter. It is, I'm going to say 3 1/8 wide by 6 3/8 long, and it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. It's got some nice heft. It doesn't seem cheap at all. I'm quite surprised, actually. So you all know that I prefer American-made tools. Then it goes down the line. I like the German stuff, and then some of the Japanese and some Taiwanese stuff. I try to stay away from the Chinese stuff, but I was hesitant to review this meter. But I said, what the heck, I'll give it a shot. Now, it's billed as a smart meter. Before we get into its features, it actually is modeled after a large smartphone. It's got this rubber bumper on it. If I can get it off here. And that's where you get to the batteries. It runs on 3 AA. So the cover goes back on. And there's your baby. Now, it's billed as a smart meter. It has a... flashlight for, dark spaces. The screen on the thing is absolutely beautiful. And as you can see the needle fluctuating there. First off, this round symbol, it means it's in auto power off. It's constantly reading the ambient temperature. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to put it into Fahrenheit for us here in North America, so it reads it in Celsius. But if you hit the function key, the needle will move, and you move it over to the temperature, and there it is, Fahrenheit and Celsius. But to put it back in the smarts, there's 3 ranges that it's auto selecting. It'll do voltage, AC and DC, ohms, and an audible continuity beep automatically. So it came in this nice hard case, and it comes with its leads, decent leads. I'll probably upgrade to some nice silicones, and a little temperature probe, and an instruction manual. Now, I've been using multimeters quite a long time, since I was in the Army in the 80s and 90s. I was issued a Fluke. Now, to me, Fluke is king of the hill. Always has been for me. I've never owned anything but Flukes. But this meter is really nice for the price, which we'll talk about later. So when you first select, it shows you where to plug in the leads for people that aren't familiar with this. I'm a field technician, and I just needed to tell me roughly what voltage is present, or how many ohms something is, or continuity. But I don't need a hyper accurate meter, so this is a very good field meter. As far as the durability goes, I can't be sure. I haven't had it long enough, but I showed it to a work colleague, and he was so impressed with it. that he bought 2 of them, one for his for his basement lab, and then one to keep with us out in the field. So we're gonna go to auto select. I'm gonna go leads in the bottom, and I'll touch the leads together, and it automatically selected the continuity beep. Now it's still in auto select mode. You can see the needle fluctuating. I'm going to go into this extension cord, and it automatically selects AC voltage. Also, I didn't mention this is a true RMS meter. I'm getting 123.9 volts AC, obviously, and it auto selected that. Let's try a battery and see what it does. I'm testing this stuff for the first time on camera, so I'm not, real sure what's gonna happen. Here's a battery. Let's see how it. See, it automatically selected DC. It's really nice for casual users or beginners or whatever. But we'll compare this to a Fluke here a little later in the video. Let's try an ohms reading. I have an old speaker somewhere. Here it is. This is an old Rockford Fosgate that came out of my work van. Let's see if it'll give us an ohm reading. 2.5. That doesn't seem right. 4 ohm speaker. So it's reading what? 2.5. Almost 3 ohms. So it auto selected. It's reasonably quick. I mean, and you can dial in manually the range you want it to be in, and min max and hold. If you want to see what the peak voltage is on something or anything like that. It also has a non-contact for live wires and things like that. If the voltage is, I gotta read the book more, but what's considered safe, yeah, see, it's going high there. Sorry. If it's high dangerous voltage, it goes red. If it's considered safe voltage, it's green. If you can see it. I wonder if it would. Probably not. So there's that. It's got the non-contact area there. I've showed you the flashlight, which is still on, burning battery. And APO is auto power off, which is denoted by that little symbol right there. The name is a little funny to me. It doesn't seem to bother other people, and it's no big deal. It's just interesting. They have a larger meter than this. This is the KM601. They reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to review it, and they didn't put any conditions on it or anything like that. They just let me have the meter. And so far, I've been impressed with it. It's not bad. Let's put it up against the Fluke here. See what happens. Because to me, Fluke is the gold standard. I'm sure there's some Fluke haters out there that would beg to differ. You can leave your comments in the comments section. I may or may not respond, but hey, it's my channel, so I get to do what I want. Now the Fluke. It's not auto select, it's auto range, and this is auto range, but this is also auto select. So let's see what it's reading at the end of the extension cord. I got 124-ish, and the auto meter about 124-ish. So it's within, it's within a few percentage points of the Fluke, which to me is a high-end meter. So what did it read on the ohms on the speaker? Let's put that side by side. What did we say on the auto range? On the auto select meter was 2.8 ohms, okay? Let's see what old Fluke has to say. Well, first you got to put it in the proper position. I got 3.1. So about 3 ohms on the speaker. They're not exact, but this is, let's say a $50 meter. This is a nearly $200 meter. Again, I'm in the field, so I don't need a hyper-accurate meter. I'm not in lab conditions and whatever. Let's see what the Fluke does on the battery. What do we got here? I had a colleague that was not an electrician, didn't have an electrical background, but, we occasionally run into things where we need to measure voltage, and he would always ask me, is it the squiggly line or the straight line? This kind of takes that out of the way for him. It'd be a perfect meter for somebody like him. What did we say? So we are going to do the battery. And I'm at 20.81 volts with the Fluke. And we're going to be at 20.74 with the Kaiweets. So, it's right there doing its thing. The display on it's beautiful. I love it. I like the little light feature. I don't know how useful it's going to be yet, but, I like the non-contact. The small form factor is great. I mean, look at the thickness difference of the thing. They're about the same footprint, but this is going to save me weight. I wish I had a small scale. I don't own one, so it's going to save me weight and space in my tool bag. So, some of you professional electrician types are probably going to laugh at this little thing, but I think it's great, and I think it's it's perfect for a DIYer or guys like us out in the field that are just looking to see if voltage is present or what the resistance is on a speaker or something like that. I mean, seriously, if you destroy it or lose it or whatever, it's literally $50. Let me take you over and show you the Amazon listing for it. Yeah, there it is, $46.99. I believe it was on sale a few days ago for like $39. I can't see the downside to it. I mean, it's, I thank Kaiweets for reaching out to me and offering it up. And, go check it out. I mean, if you're just a casual user or whatever, there's no reason not to. I mean, that's about where I'm going to leave it, guys. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate your comments. I love hearing from people. I don't always answer, but I do read them all. And I hope everybody's staying safe. Have a great day.